Chapter 1. The Lullaby Lagoon. As the day's last golden rays faded from the sky, the jolly jellyfish drifted into a hidden cove. Luna and Leo called it the Lullaby Lagoon. Luna, her red bandana now serving as a soft headband, peered over the ship's railing. The water below was as smooth as a mirror, reflecting the first evening stars. Leo rubbed his sleepy eyes, his captain's hat tilted to one side. "Look, Luna," he whispered, pointing to the shore. "The sleep sand is glowing." Indeed, the beach of the Lullaby Lagoon sparkled with tiny, luminescent grains. It was said that this magical sand brought the sweetest dreams to tired pirates. "Shall we anchor here for the night?" Luna asked softly, already reaching for the ship's wheel. Leo nodded with a gentle yawn. "It's the perfect spot for our bedtime story." As Luna carefully steered the jolly jellyfish closer to shore, a pod of dolphins appeared, their fins leaving trails of sparkling water. "Hello, dream swimmers," Leo called out quietly. The dolphins chirped back, their sounds like a soothing lullaby. Once the ship was anchored, Luna and Leo sat on the deck, wrapped in a cozy blanket. The warm night air was filled with the scent of sea salt and sweet dreams. "Tell me about our best pirate adventure," Leo murmured, leaning against Luna's shoulder. Luna smiled, her voice soft as she began. "Well, it all started when we found a map in an old bottle." As Luna's gentle words painted pictures of faraway islands and friendly sea creatures, Leo's eyelids grew heavy. The lagoon's waters lapped softly against the jolly jellyfish, adding a rhythmic backdrop to Luna's story. Before long, both Luna and Leo were yawning, their eyes struggling to stay open. "We'll finish the story tomorrow," Luna said, giving Leo a gentle hug. "It's time for real dreams now." They made their way to their cozy hammocks, the gentle rocking of the ship and the distant dolphin songs lulling them towards sleep. "Good night, Leo," Luna whispered, her voice barely audible over the soft sounds of the lagoon. "May the sleep sand bring you wonderful dreams." "Good night, Luna," Leo replied, already half asleep. "Thank you for the story." As the two young pirates drifted off to sleep, the Lullaby Lagoon worked its magic. The glowing sand on the shore seemed to twinkle in harmony with the stars above. And so, cradled in their secret cove, Luna and Leo sailed off into a sea of dreams, where new adventures awaited in the safety of their imagination. Chapter 2. The Whispering Shells. As the first light of dawn painted the sky in soft pinks and golds, Luna and Leo awoke to the gentle rocking of the jolly jellyfish in the Lullaby Lagoon. Luna stretched and yawned, her red bandana slightly askew. Leo rubbed his eyes, his captain's hat having fallen off during the night. "Good morning, Leo," Luna whispered, careful not to disturb the peaceful quiet of the lagoon. "Did you have sweet dreams?" Leo nodded sleepily. I dreamed of talking seashells, he murmured. They were telling me secrets of the sea. Luna's eyes widened with wonder. What a magical dream, she said softly. Should we explore the beach before we set sail? Leo agreed. And soon, the two young pirates were wading in the shallow, warm waters of the lagoon's edge. The sand beneath their feet sparkled faintly, remnants of the previous night's glow. Each step left a twinkling trail behind them. As they walked along the shore, Luna spotted something half buried in the sand. "Look, Leo," she called gently. "It's a beautiful seashell." Leo carefully picked up the shell. It was pearly white with swirls of soft blue and pink. "It's just like the ones in my dream," he whispered in awe. As Leo held the shell to his ear, his eyes grew wide. "Luna," he said, his voice filled with sleepy excitement. "I can hear it whispering." Luna leaned in close, and together they listened to the shell's soft, soothing murmurs. It sounded like gentle waves and distant lullabies. "What do you think it's saying?" Leo asked, his voice hushed with wonder. Luna smiled softly. "I think it's telling us about all the peaceful places in the sea," she replied. "About quiet coral gardens and sleepy sea caves." As they continued their walk, Luna and Leo found more whispering shells, each one sharing a different, soothing secret of the ocean. One shell told of a pod of gentle whales that sang lullabies to their babies. Another spoke of a field of sea anemones that danced slowly in the current, like underwater flowers in a dreamy breeze. As the sun rose higher, Luna and Leo knew it was time to return to the Jolly Jellyfish. They carefully collected a few of the whispering shells to take with them. Back on board, they placed the shells in their treasure chest. "Our treasure chest is filling up," Leo said with glee as he closed the chest. Luna nodded in agreement. "They'll help us have sweet dreams wherever we sail," she said, her voice soft and warm. As the Jolly Jellyfish gently pulled away from the Lullaby Lagoon, Luna and Leo stood at the railing, waving goodbye to the magical beach. The whispering shells in their treasure chest seemed to hum a gentle goodbye, their soft sounds mixing with the lapping of waves against the ship. And so, with new treasures and peaceful memories, Luna and Leo set sail for their next dreamy adventure. The magic of the Lullaby Lagoon carried with them in the whispers of the shells. Chapter 3: The Island of Floating Dreams. As the stars twinkled in the night sky, the Jolly Jellyfish drifted gently through the darkness. Its sails glowed softly, changing colors like a real jellyfish might. Luna and Leo sat side by side on the deck, listening to the soothing lullabies whispered by the shells they had collected from the Lullaby Lagoon. As the first light of dawn painted the sky in soft pinks and purples, Luna spotted something extraordinary on the horizon. "Leo, look!" she whispered excitedly. Leo rubbed his sleepy eyes, his captain's hat slightly askew. In the distance, an island unlike any they had ever seen before came into view. This magical island seemed to float just above the waves, and above its trees, countless shimmering bubbles drifted in the air, each one glowing with a different color. "It's the island of floating dreams," Leo murmured in awe, his voice still thick with sleep. The jolly jellyfish, as if guided by the island's magic, steered itself towards a dock made entirely of clouds. As Luna and Leo stepped off their ship, they found the cloud dock was soft and bouncy beneath their feet. They giggled quietly, careful not to disturb the peaceful atmosphere. Trees with cotton candy leaves swayed in a breeze that smelled of sweet dreams, and the sand on the shore sparkled faintly, much like the sleep sand from the Lullaby lagoon. A kind voice welcomed them. "Hello, young dreamers," it said. A tall woman with starry eyes and hair that floated like mist approached them. "I am Celeste, the guardian of this island," she said softly. "Would you like to catch some dreams?" Celeste handed Luna and Leo each a net made of the softest silk they had ever felt. "These dream catchers will help you gather the floating dreams," she explained. Luna was the first to swing her net. She caught a bubble that glowed with a warm, golden light. As she peered inside, her eyes widened with wonder. Inside the bubble, Luna saw herself sailing the jolly jellyfish across uncharted waters, discovering new magical islands. "I see myself having grand adventures," Luna whispered, her voice filled with excitement and awe. Leo took his turn next, swinging his net high into the air. He caught a bubble that shimmered with a soft green light. In Leo's bubble, he saw himself in a beautiful garden, surrounded by all sorts of creatures. Some he recognized, and others looked magical and new. "I'm taking care of all kinds of animals," Leo said softly, his eyes shining with joy. As the day went on, Luna and Leo caught more dream bubbles, each one revealing new wonders and possibilities. They saw dreams of flying through cotton candy clouds, of dancing with friendly sea creatures, and of forests where the trees whispered bedtime stories. As twilight began to fall, casting the island in a warm, golden glow, Celeste gathered them close. "It's time for you to continue your journey," she said gently. "But first, a gift," Celeste added, handing each of them a tiny bottle filled with sparkling dream dust. "Sprinkle a little of this on your pillow each night," Celeste explained, her voice as soothing as a lullaby. "It will help you have the sweetest dreams." With warm hugs and thankful hearts, Luna and Leo said goodbye to Celeste and made their way back to the Jolly Jellyfish. As they sailed away, the island of floating dreams seemed to wave goodbye, its dream bubbles twinkling like stars in the twilight sky. Settled comfortably on the deck of the Jolly Jellyfish, Luna and Leo sprinkled a little of their dream dust on their pillows. The soft lull of the waves and the whispered lullabies of their seashells soon had their eyelids growing heavy. "What a wonderful adventure," Luna murmured sleepily, her red bandana now serving as a soft eye mask. "I can't wait to see where we go next." Leo yawned in response, his captain's hat tipped over his face. As the stars twinkled to life in the darkening sky, Luna and Leo drifted off to sleep. Their dreams were filled with the magic of floating islands and shimmering bubbles. The Jolly Jellyfish sailed on through the night, its soft glow a gentle nightlight for the sleeping young pirates. And so, with new treasures and magical memories, Luna and Leo floated off into a sea of dreams, where new adventures awaited in the safety of their imagination. Chapter 4. The Magical Music Box. As the sun's first rays peeked through the ship's sails, Luna and Leo woke up from a great night's sleep on the Jolly Jellyfish. The dream dust Celeste had given them had filled their dreams with amazing visions. Leo stretched and yawned, his captain's hat tilted to the side. "What cool thing are we going to find today, Luna?" he asked, still a little sleepy. Luna smiled, her red bandana holding back her hair. "I'm not sure, but I have a feeling it'll be something really special." She looked out at the calm, shiny sea. Suddenly, they heard a soft, beautiful melody, like a lullaby drifting across the waves. Luna and Leo looked around, trying to figure out where the enchanting music was coming from. "Do you hear that?" Luna whispered, her eyes wide with excitement. "It's coming from over there." She pointed to a small, unknown island in the distance. Without hesitating, Luna steered the Jolly Jellyfish towards the mysterious island. The soothing song got louder as they got closer. As they approached, they saw the island itself seemed to be swaying gently, as if dancing to the music. When they reached the shore, Luna and Leo got off the ship and followed the sound, their footsteps leaving sparkly trails in the sand. The melody led them deeper into a lush, green forest. Suddenly, they came across a small, beautifully carved music box sitting on a mossy log. The lid was open, and the music was coming from inside, its sweet tones enchanting everyone who heard it. "Look, Leo," Luna exclaimed. "It's the prettiest music box I've ever seen." She carefully approached it, amazed by the intricate designs covering it. As Luna reached out to touch the music box, the forest around them sprang to life. Flowers bloomed, their petals shimmering, and the trees swayed as if they were dancing to the music. "It must be magic," Leo said, his eyes wide with excitement. He joined Luna, and together they listened to the soothing lullaby, feeling all their worries go away. Suddenly, a small, glowing figure appeared next to the music box. "Welcome, young pirates," a melodic voice said. "I'm Aria, the guardian of this enchanted forest." Aria explained that the music box was a very special, ancient artifact, with the power to bring peace and calm to everyone who heard its song. She offered to let Luna and Leo keep the precious music box, trusting them to take good care of it and share its magic with others. Overjoyed, Luna and Leo carefully placed the music box in their treasure chest, thanking Aria from the bottom of their hearts. As they turned to leave, the forest seemed to wave goodbye, the music box's lullaby lingering in the air like a promise of sweet dreams to come. With their new magical treasure, Luna and Leo set sail once more, the Jolly Jellyfish cutting through the waves as the sun rose higher. They knew that wherever their journey took them next, the enchanted music box would be there to guide them and fill their hearts with wonder. Chapter 5. The Gentle Kraken's Lullaby. As twilight painted the sky in soft purples and blues, the jolly jellyfish sailed through waters that sparkled like scattered starlight. Luna and Leo were preparing for their evening rest when they heard a peculiar sound, something between a whimper and a splash. "Did you hear that?" Luna whispered, adjusting her red bandana as she peered over the ship's railing. The sound came again, softer this time, like a shy hello. Leo joined her at the railing, his captain's hat tipped back in curiosity. In the dimming light, they saw something extraordinary, a giant tentacle, gentle and graceful, waving timidly from the water. "Oh my," Luna breathed softly. "I think we've met a kraken." But this wasn't like the fearsome creatures in their storybooks. This kraken's eyes were wide and gentle, filled with worry. "Why do you look so scared?" Leo asked kindly, noticing how the massive creature seemed to shrink away as the sky grew darker. The kraken lifted its head just above the waves, its voice surprisingly soft for such a large being. "I'm afraid of the dark," it whispered, "and the night sea can be so very dark." Luna and Leo exchanged knowing looks. They reached into their treasure chest and pulled out their collection of magical items: the whispering shells, the dream dust, and the musical box. "We can help you see the beauty of the night sea," Luna said gently, opening the music box. Its sweet melody drifted across the waves, making the water shimmer. The kraken moved closer, drawn by the soothing music. "Sometimes," Leo explained softly, "the dark brings the most magical things, like glowing plankton and starlit waves." Luna sprinkled a little of Celeste's dream dust over the water, and suddenly the sea around them began to glow with tiny, twinkling lights. The kraken's eyes widened with wonder as thousands of luminescent jellyfish emerged from the depths, dancing to the music box's lullaby. "The night sea is full of friends," Luna explained, holding up one of their whispering shells. The shell sang softly of ocean lullabies and peaceful midnight tides. Together, they watched as schools of fish with scales like tiny moons swam between the kraken's tentacles, leaving trails of silvery light. As the stars appeared one by one, the kraken began to smile, its fear melting away like morning mist. "I never knew the dark could be so beautiful," it murmured. "Would you like to join us for a bedtime story?" Leo offered, and the kraken nodded eagerly, carefully resting its head near their ship. Luna told tales of moonlit adventures, while the music box played softly, its melody mixing with the gentle splash of waves against the kraken's sides. The whispering shells added their own quiet songs, and soon the dream dust had them all feeling sleepy and peaceful. The kraken's tentacles swayed gently with the current, creating a soft, rocking motion that made Luna and Leo's eyelids grow heavy. "Thank you," the kraken whispered, its own eyes beginning to close. "Will you stay until I fall asleep?" "Of course," Luna promised, watching as their new friend drifted into peaceful dreams, no longer afraid of the dark sea around them. Stars twinkled overhead like a blanket of nightlights. and the glowing jellyfish continued their graceful dance below. And so, surrounded by the gentle wonders of the night sea, Luna, Leo, and their new friend the Kraken floated off into a sea of dreams, where new adventures awaited in the soft glow of their imagination. Chapter 6. The Sunset Library. As the day began to whisper its final goodbyes, the jolly jellyfish drifted through waters that shimmered like molten gold, painting the sea with the softest hues of evening. Luna adjusted her red bandana, watching the sky transform. Leo's captain's hat was tilted back, his eyes fixed on the horizon where day and night seemed to dance together. Suddenly, a most extraordinary sight appeared. Where moments before there had been only sea and sky, a magnificent library now floated. Its walls made of shimmering pages, its windows like open books catching the last rays of sunlight. "Luna, look," Leo whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. The library seemed to breathe, its edges softly blurring between reality and imagination. As they drew closer, they noticed something peculiar. A large, elegant cat sitting near the library's entrance, wearing a pair of delicate reading glasses and a bow tie that seemed woven from moonlight. The cat looked up, its eyes glowing with intelligence. "Welcome," it said in a voice as soft as turning pages, "to the Sunset Library. You've arrived just in time." Luna and Leo carefully guided the jolly jellyfish alongside the floating library. The wooden planks of their ship seemed to merge seamlessly with the library's shimmering floor. "I am Chapter," the cat said, adjusting its glasses, "the guardian of stories that might otherwise be forgotten." The library's interior was unlike anything they had ever seen. Books floated like butterflies, their pages gently turning in a breeze that carried the scent of old paper and distant adventures. "We have a special mission for you," Chapter explained, his tail swishing across an ancient wooden desk. "A most important story is about to be lost forever." From a shelf that seemed to breathe with its own magic, Chapter pulled out a book that glowed with a soft, pulsing light. Its cover was unlike any book they had seen. It seemed to shift and change with every glance. "This story," the cat whispered, "contains the dreams of children who have forgotten how to imagine. If it fades before sunset completes its journey, those dreams will be lost forever." Luna and Leo exchanged a look of determination. They had collected magical treasures before: the whispering shells, the music box, the dream dust, and they knew the importance of preserving magic. Chapter explained that they must read the story aloud, allowing its magic to reconnect with the world of imagination. Each word would help the story take root, preventing it from fading into forgotten memories. As Leo began to read, Luna noticed the library around them began to shimmer. Books danced, their pages fluttering like wings. The very air seemed to fill with the magic of forgotten dreams. The story spoke of children who had lost their ability to dream, of imagination waiting to be rekindled, of hope that lived in the smallest moments of wonder. With each word, the glowing book grew brighter. Outside, the sunset painted the sky in colors no artist could capture. Soft purples, gentle oranges, whispers of blue. "The story is coming alive," Chapter murmured, his eyes twinkling with ancient wisdom. "Can you hear the dreams beginning to sing?" As the final rays of sunlight kissed the horizon, Luna and Leo finished the story. The book's light spread throughout the library, touching every forgotten tale, every lost dream. Chapter smiled, a sound like a soft purr mixed with the turning of pages. "You have saved more than a book," he said. "You have saved imagination itself." As twilight embraced the sea, the sunset library began to fade, becoming one with the gathering darkness. But the magic remained, in the hearts of Luna and Leo, in the treasures of their chest. The jolly jellyfish rocked gently, carrying the echoes of the stories they had saved, the dreams they had protected. And so, with new stories and magical memories, Luna and Leo drifted off into a sea of dreams, where the whispers of imagination continued to dance between sunset and starlight.